From being a box office bomb to being beaten out by just a trailer, Shazam! Fury of the Gods is already kicking Black Adam's butt. Here's why. In the latest trailer for the new Shazam movie, we finally get to see a little more about the film's bad guys, the Daughters of Atlas. The trailer broke the internet, especially since Eminem shared it on his Insta too. So why compare it with Black Adam? Well, for a few reasons.
You better not drop those prisoners.
I'm not going to drop them. I'm going to drop one of them. Whoever answers first lives. Where is he?
I don't know.
The first being that it was the DCEU left off at Black Adam. The second is that it is tied with the Shazam franchise. And lastly, well, because we can. We know that Black Adam bombed at the box office and got pretty nasty reviews, even though Dwayne Johnson did a lot to promote it, and he's a pretty big deal. But with the success of Shazam, people are hating on Adam because it's not clear where the money for the movie went, since the set pieces in Shazam 2 look even better. The idea of The Rock playing the amazing superhero had been around for a long time, even before Man of Steel by Zack Snyder. Black Adam cost close to $260 million to make. It's a lot, but it's not that much more than what Man of Steel cost, which was $225 million. Even though it got a lot of bad reviews, no one can deny that the Snyder movie had amazing, epic action scenes that brought the comics to life better than any other movie before it. And they tried. There are like 5 Superman movies already. Black Adam wasn't even as good as the worst Superman movie.
We're here to negotiate the terms of your peaceful surrender.
I'm not peaceful.
Especially after its budget was doubled. It is expected to cost a total of $260 million to make and promote. The fact that the film only made under $400 million all over the world is pretty sad, since it boldly promised to change the way things are done in the DCEU. Worse, there are a few key points where the CGI looked bad, especially when the villain Sabak appeared. The recent Avatar: The Way of Water made this bad CG look even worse. But Black Adam reached whole new levels of sucking. Again, it looked even worse with the Shazam trailer.
Oh my god! The lightning emblem, it was staring us right in the face the whole time!
Literally!
Its effects are better, and it was done on half the budget. Fury of the Gods shows off a lot of the movie's action and visual effects, such as the huge CGI dragon at which Billy Batson famously throws a car while fighting the Daughters of Atlas. These effects don't seem to be much worse than what we saw in Black Adam. They were so much better. Shazam 2 had a budget of $125 million, which is a lot less than what Black Adam's pre-marketing costs were. The budget for the first movie was almost $90 million, so this is a big jump. Also, David F. Sandberg's movie was his first with so many CGI and special effects, while Jaume Collet-Serra had a lot more experience in the world of big-budget movies. But the budget for Black Adam got out of hand, probably because the people working on it didn't know much about CGI.
Please don't.
Death Adam, where are you?
Followed me?
And couldn't keep things in check. Also, the fact that there were only a few scenes with even passable CGI shows how carelessly the budget was spent.
My point is, Kahndaq still isn't free. We could really use a superhero right about now.
I'm no hero.
What? Superman, Batman, Aquaman, you're way more stacked than any of them.
Shazam 2 hasn't been advertised much, so it's safe to assume that its marketing budget won't be as big as the bombed movie. To double its budget, it only needs to make back as much as Black Adam. Even if it only makes that much, it's not likely to fail at the box office as the other movie did. The sequel has a better chance of doing better than its over-the-top spin-off, and everyone knows it. This whole situation hurts Adam. In the comics, he's a very important part of Shazam's story. He's more than just an enemy, he's the symbol of everything that Shazam is not. He was a champion of the powerful deity in the past, but by the end, he didn't deserve the powers that were given to him. Since it first appeared in the DCEU, fans have been eagerly waiting for the day when he faces off against Black Adam on the big screen. It'd be the best thing ever. With the release of the sequel coming up soon, The Rock is feeling the pressure. The former wrestler told his many fans that James Gunn's plans for the new DCU doesn't include Black Adam, even though Henry Cavill's Superman shows up in the after-credits scene of the film, and the announcement of a new DC universe happened soon after the film came out, which made things even more confusing, since it's been super confirmed that Black Adam isn't in the new universe.
Force is always necessary.
Death Adam, We know who you are and what you are capable of. There's no place for you in the world of man.
And Shazam's future is still up in the air. It's safe to say that Billy Batson won't get to meet his arch-enemy. Even though the trailer says that he'll face his biggest problems in the sequel, I can assure you that it isn't Black Adam. Maybe if it gets a sequel, it'll get better, since fans know this important thing about DC movies. They get worse before they get better. Let's look at the facts, alright? The start of the DC universe happened back in 1951, with Superman and the Mole Men. They've come a long way from that super horrible movie, and now no less than 4 movies are coming out in 2023. Exciting, right? We've got the second Shazam movie, a Flash movie, Blue Beetle, Aquaman, and the Lost Kingdom in the pipeline. Fans aren't sure how all of these will fit into the new universe, which could be bad for marketing and the box office. 4 movies coming out in 2023 before a universe reset in 2025 can get confusing when crossovers and connections between superhero shows are important. If each of the upcoming DC movies can tell a complete story on its own without setting up future events, that could help clear things up. The problem with Black Adam was that it hinted at a new set of stories that included not only the troubled superhero, but also Superman and the Justice Society, and this is exactly what happened. Many of the things that happen in DC Comics, like Billy Batson's fight with Black Adam, only make sense in the bigger picture of the DC Comics universe. Because of how the DC property is now, Fury of the Gods won't be able to tell an amazing story. You know which one I'm talking about. We won't be getting a Shazam vs. Black Adam movie anytime soon. Fans have always wanted to see the two super amazing heroes go up against each other on the big screen. Their powers are similar, but their personalities are very different. Many people hope to see The Rock go up against the DC Comics character he has become most closely associated with. This is because he's pretty well known and excited about the role, and we can't help but love him. This year will be the end of the DCEU's prequel era, so it's too bad that this will never really happen. Other than copyright laws, there's one more reason why the big fight won't happen. That's because Adam will focus mainly on taking down Superman. The amazing actor has said that any superhero he plays must have powers at least as strong as Superman's, if not stronger. If there's anyone who can pull that off, it's him. He's planning to fight Superman the entire time, and this ruined the surprise Superman cameo, because we knew it was coming, since The Rock has been away from the DCEU for a while, and James Gunn and Peter Safran are making changes to the franchise. It isn't clear if Black Adam will show up in future movies, since their new projects have nothing to do with the Muscle Man's return. Any possible fight between Black Adam and Shazam is also uncertain. Still, nothing can change this one fact: Shazam: Fury of the Gods is so much better than Black Adam.